Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. The show is about transforming lives, one story at a time. And looking forward to, again, another conversation that matters, revealing some incredible stories of transformation, empowerment, and upliftment. And really, really excited tonight to have a conversation with a woman I've known for a number of years. She's been a mover and a shaker in our community, and she has an amazing legal service that she's offering, and I just wanted to share what that is with everyone. So please welcome Marsha Bennett, who is the founder of Bennett Legal. Marsha, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Nikki. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. So let's get to it. Tell me a little bit about your background leading up to what you're doing today.
Okay, well, born in Jamaica,
Yay, Jamaica.
Yeah, right. Manchester, Jamaica. Came up here in 1986 when I was like 8 years old. And I grew up here. I love the country. I can't see myself living anywhere else. That's the funny part. But, through my journey through life, I've tried many different hats. Because I think it's hard when you're in high school and someone says, what do you want to be when you grow up? Not everyone knows that answer right away. And even those that know it, sometimes they end up changing mid-course, right? Yeah. When they hit that midlife, they end up shifting. So for me, I've done a little bit of everything just to try to see where I fit. I wanted to do nursing school, but I didn't have a passion for math, so I stayed away from it. And so I did the personal support worker program, and I did that for a number of years. Loved it very much, and I've even been a school bus driver. So.
Wow.
There's just been, and everything in between, really, just to kind of show you where I've been over the years, But when I was working in downtown Toronto, I was working for a company that provided home care service, elderly and disabled and so on, and I found myself advocating a lot. I found myself advocating for, their care, for the clients, whether they needed more time or they needed more assistance in one area or whatnot. So my ability to work on their behalf was very important. And the office, they required that, right? So they needed to know what it is that we, the caregivers, are experiencing in the homes and so on and so forth. And so, and I even found myself advocating on my own behalf a few times, when you're being brought before the board. And my union rep, I had this wonderful union rep, and she turned to me one day and she says, why don't you join the union? You're really good at this. And I said, well, I'll think about it. Because I was able to understand the handbook, and I was able to utilize it. And that's what law really is the ability to read it and interpret it and to make it work for your client as best as possible. That's literally all it is,
Right.
And so I thought, maybe not the union, but I wanted to go back to school. So while working downtown as a caregiver, I decided to enroll in Herzing College. It was right in the downtown core, so it was perfect for me. So I'd leave from work and I'd go straight there. Sorry, my voice is a little shaky. It's because it's a little scratchy tonight. Sorry, but
That's okay.
Yeah, but I went to school not really sure what it is I wanted to try my hand at. And having, met with the guidance personnel and so on, they thought, you know what, immigration would be great for you. Why don't you try that out? And so I gave it a shot. And sure enough, I did enjoy it. I thought, oh, this is good because, again, it's helping people and it's helping someone realize their dreams, of being able to migrate. Maybe it's for coming here, to meet with other family members and so on, or to start a life all over again, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, I'll give that a shot, And I did that and graduated back in 2012. And then I thought, I need something more. I need to have something to kind of back this up. So I then decided, okay, I'm going to go for the paralegal program. And I excelled in that. I did really well, graduated with honors and everything, and kind of, said, okay, this is it. Like, I have a passion for this. And it's very hard, to find your passion sometimes. Like I said, not everyone knows what they want to do when they're in high school, right? But I definitely found a passion for it. Now, did I get to jump in and get started right away? No. Life didn't allow me to do that, right? I kind of went through a lot of different things, changes and so on. So it delayed me, But I keep hearing a lot lately that delayed but not denied, right? So
exactly.
I thought, So I thought, okay, you just wait your turn. You just kind of wait your turn. It is not the easiest field to get into. Yeah, you go, you get your education and whatnot, but to say you're going to dive in and, land that dream job, it's not always that easy, right? Mm-hmm. So, the years kind of lapsed. A few years have lapsed, but I had one really good friend who is also a paralegal, and he has always encouraged me. He's always pushed me to remain focused, to stay on it. He's like, you literally have a license to print money, so to speak, So make it work. Put it to work for yourself. And so this was the year to do it, And it's so strange because when something is for you, doesn't matter how late you are to reap the rewards of it, you will have it, right? Because the very way that I was able to pay for my licensing exam was a testament to the fact that this is what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
And if I can take a few minutes and give you a little background, so here I am. I graduated, when was it? 2014, right? Wanted to write the exam, but just couldn't come up with that money because it's a good chunk of change, And I thought, okay, I'll just wait a little bit. And then someone had even offered to help me to pay for it, and I thought, okay, that's fine. And then when it was time to go ahead and, say to them, okay, I need to pay for this now, they're like, well, I thought you were going to pay for half of it, and I don't have the money, So I thought, okay, no worries. So, kind of set me back a little. So I thought, this was not the agreement, but it's okay. And then I got a notification from the Law Society that said, hey, this is your last opportunity to write this thing. Because the thing is, they give you so many chances and you can keep moving the dates, right? But then the final, when I got that final notification, I said, okay, this is it. And so I resubmitted. I paid the admin fees and whatnot. But then the actual fee for the exam, I was still praying about it. And the day I was leaving the Law Society's office, I'm on the highway, and the lawyer calls me. I had this case going on. My lawyer calls me. He says, hey, we have a check for you. And I was like, hallelujah. Right? I was like, this is unbelievable. I raced to his office, grabbed that check, ran straight to the bank, and I said, look, even if you don't release all this money right now, I just need enough to pay that fee to the Law Society,
Right.
And
wow.
so, and it was just amazing. Like every time I tell the story, I get chills because I just couldn't believe how amazing God was to me in that very moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so I paid the fee, and I still remember I wrote the exam in 2017, February 14th, Valentine's Day. That's how I spent my Valentine's Day. I sat in that examination for 7 hours. And, you're looking around and there's so many people, and your stomach is like in your throat, because you're wondering, do I have what it takes to complete this and make sure I pass? And there was another lady, that was saying, hey, it's my 4th time writing. And I went, what? I don't have money to keep rewriting this thing,
Right, exactly.
And so, I just thought it was crazy. How can you write this exam 4 times? And so I said, Lord, you know what it is. I don't have money for this again. And so I sat there, I wrote the exam, and sure enough, I passed. One shot. I only had one opportunity to review the notes. Yeah, I only had one shot to review the study material and everything. 64 chapters worth of reading material, and I had one opportunity to get through that binder full of pages, right? And that was it, And I thought, wow, okay, okay. But still, even then, having gone through all of it, having write the exam and everything, I didn't hit the ground running. You would think, everything would be great, everything would be lined up for you, but I didn't hit the ground running, and I went through a lot. I was fighting my own battle, and I decided, okay, take a break, step back, and whatnot. And then, as time went on and my family dynamics changed, my girls grew up and now they have their own children, and now it's just me and my youngest son, the oldest 3 is out of the house. And I'm like, this is the time. And then COVID hit. COVID hits, and I'm like, oh boy, okay, so now what? And I called my friend, and I just want to give shout out to Rohan Stewart of our Stewart Legal Services. I reached out to him. Yeah, I reached out to him back in December, and I said, hey, listen, how would you feel about me just, shadowing you for a little bit? Just let me, kind of get my bearings together again. And he says to me, come and have a conversation with me. And I went and had a conversation with him, and he was ready. He was like, you know what, let's do this instead. So we kind of not really partnered together, but he's there as a colleague, as a friend to kind of help me walk through any challenges that I may face. He's there as my mentor. And it's so nice to be able to have someone you can reach out to, because in every profession, I believe in every profession, we all need somebody who's gone ahead of us.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Yep,
to say, hey, this is how you do it. Yeah. So I said, okay, this is it. So I just feel like COVID happened, and it's been a disaster, no doubt, but it's also been kind of like a blessing in disguise,
Sure.
because so many different opportunities are coming up for people. And so, I think this is my shot, and I'm grateful that God has kind of he started to open up the doors, and I'm seeing the blessings, and I'm starting to reap the rewards of my work now. Yeah,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's an amazing journey you've taken, Marsha. Quite impressive, and really proud of your achievements. So let's talk a little bit about your services, and typically who is coming to you now, as you mentioned, during this time of many changes. What kind of services do you offer?
Okay, so I am a notary public, so, documents to be notarized, things like that, people, those are the kind of people that are coming to me, as well as I'm a commissioner of votes. So I find, some of the elderly, they'll come because, they're getting wills in order, things like that, or anything that they're doing. They just want to make sure it's sealed, right? And and also people, still you would think that with the lockdown there's less traffic tickets, right? But not necessarily. So I still have those clients that come who require some kind of advice, or they need you to fight that ticket for them. And also landlord and tenants. I've had a number of individuals reach out to me regarding those, because I think it's a challenging time where, people don't have the money to pay their rent. There's been so many new legislation regarding that, and so they're a little bit confused about what to do. And so, I think it's a time where we all just kind of need to have a better understanding of what needs to be done when, hey, your landlord is like, okay, I can't afford to have you here anymore. I need you to go, So I definitely see a lot more of those, yeah. But also the services that we offer is, not just landlord-tenant. There's immigration. There's the like I said, traffic tickets, and basically just small claims court. I absolutely love small claims court. I really do. But the thing is, I think in this season, you're not going to really find a lot of people suing each other, because I think we're all in the same boat, really. So everyone's just kind of, taking a pause on suing each other right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a question. Do you help with travel documents? Not that too many people are able to travel, but for emergencies and that, do you help people with passports?
To sign off on their passport?
To guarantee, like as a guarantor, that kind of thing?
Yes. Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. And the other question I had was workplace. I mean, I know that Ontario, we're experiencing a lockdown, but for those who are in essential work but precarious work, don't necessarily have a fixed schedule, they don't have any benefits, and they're going into pretty unsafe situations, and then there's a clash perhaps with their employers. Do you work with matters like that?
Yes. So again, with employment law, I know there have been challenges, especially do we get vaccinated? Do we not get vaccinated? Everyone's having their own challenge. I think everything is a case-by-case situation, though. Not everyone's situation is going to be the same. It might look the same, but everyone is an individual, right? So we take them as an individual and review those matters individually, and go from there. We can definitely, take care of that. Talk to. It's a matter of having that consultation, right? And seeing what the need of that employer. Not the employer, the employee is. What are they looking for? What's the outcome? And if we can find a happy medium, because you're not always going to necessarily win in a way that you're thinking that you should win. Sometimes calling a draw is a win. Sometimes making some kind of concession, it is a win. So it's a matter of just, meeting each person individually, talking to them, figuring out how we can best serve them, and just go forward.
Okay, great. So it sounds like you have quite a variety of services that you offer under the legal umbrella that can address different types of issues, which is really great. And as we alluded to, the challenges of COVID, would you say that your service prices are reasonable? How would you describe them?
I believe they are. They are reasonable. I mean, there's those that it depends on your need, of course. It depends on the matter, because at the end of the day, the courts haven't dropped their pricing, right? So if you're filing something, the court didn't lower their fees. So we have to look at what it's going to cost just to file and what it takes just to put your package together to file. So, we keep it reasonable. Absolutely. It has to, we want to serve the community. It is about, transparency and being affordable. Affordability is key, right? But at the same time, you want to let those who are interested know that, no one works for free, right? So there has to be, the ability to kind of meet each other halfway, if a service is X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, a good compromise of and people have to understand the value of what you do. And,
absolutely.
And you being able to create a price point that covers your end and also, provides a great service to your clients. So absolutely, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So Marsha, how has your life been transformed through pursuing this passion work of yours?
You know what? I have regained my confidence. I absolutely have. Confidence is such an important thing, no matter what it is you're doing. But when you're passionate about something and you have the confidence, you excel that much more. I firmly believe that that confidence has definitely been restored in me, because for a while there, it was a challenge, right? But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful because I'm feeling empowered. It is definitely an empowerment, knowing that you have this thing, you have this gift, and no one can take it from you so easily. It's something that was given to you by the grace of God, and it's an amazing feeling to feel strong within your own self because you know that this is what He's called you to do. Yes, absolutely. And serving the community as graciously as you do. From my own experience working with you, Marsha, it's been a real gift having you, work with me, work with me on in a team kind of situation many years ago. But it's really so great to see how well you're doing. Yes. It's been quite a journey. Yeah. We learned a lot from each other, and again, I continue to learn from you, and really just congratulate you on all your achievements. So, Marsha, tell us how people can connect with you on social media. So I'm on Instagram at Bennett. That's BENNETT.legal.firm. Okay, so that's Bennett.legal.firm. As well as they can reach out to me via email at Bennett. Sorry, I forgot my email address. Just 1 second. It's Bennett Paralegal Inc. I know. Bennett Paralegal Inc. at gmail.com. Right? And my phone number is 647-218-8873. So those are just the few ways. Website is still being worked on and all that. So as more rolls out, then the public will be made aware. Sure. And I think a lot of your appointments, too, are done either over the phone or virtually, right, with the present situation? That's correct. Yes, with COVID as an issue, we try to minimize those that do come to the office. So it's best to reach out to us and see where we can go from there. Yeah. Excellent. Marsha, thank you so much for, sharing the great work that you're doing in the community, the services that you're offering. It's really quite amazing. And, it's just an extra kind of boost of pride for me because you're a woman doing it. And I know you're a mother to not only your biological children, but a mother to many people in the community. So thank you again for what you do. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure talking to you again, Nikki. Thanks so much. Oh, you're welcome. Always a pleasure. You've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Show with a very special guest, Marsha Bennett of Bennett Legal. Please reach out to her on social media for any of your legal needs. So please stay safe, stay strong, and we'll be back with another inspiring episode of the Nikki Clarke Show. Take care, Marsha. All the best. You too, Nikki. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye now.